Alright. Okay, let's get ready here. We're going to be into our fifth game of the day here, and it's going to get exciting. Second half, day 2. C9 FPX, number 1 team in the world versus number 3 team from North America. C9 on their venture back into being taken seriously on account of how badly MSI went, even though they did beat the 2 top teams there in the second part of the round robin. Alright, but both teams here are looking for their first win in their group. C9 banning out the Irelia, the Lucian, the Aphelios. LWX not allowed to be on a unsafe pick, so play more conservatively. We want him on the Kaisa, so he will jump in and kill himself. FPX on the other end, banning out the Lee Sin LeBlanc, and I'm not going to hold that note for that long. Yuumi. So getting rid of Vulcan, pocketing Blabber to the end of Tian's life. Nice. Nice. Good stuff here. So, although I don't actually think Vulcan on the Yuumi is actually a really good combo for how this team works or plays. Even if Blabber goes in super hard, I don't think Vulcan on the cat is going to be able to save some of his inting plays, and that would be a 2-for-1. Vulcan going to be able to grab the Leona for himself. Thank you, Fudge. Which is very it's kind of out of order here. It's not, I don't feel like Yuumi's been the only other first pickable support that I can think of. I don't think we've seen like such a high priority on Leona since like play-ins, since the play-in part of the tournament. So this is very interesting. I think C9 are trying to play very reactive to whatever FPX are wanting to build. They're going to, so Nugger's going to secure the Misfortune for LWX. Very powerful pick, their top pick in this tournament so far. And then Tian's going to get the Jarvan, which has seen a lot more in this tournament, and in the last game we saw did provide some level 2 pressure, far more than just farm it up and also find their way into ruining the jungle path of a Lee Sin. The Ezreal going to be picked up by Sven, a legendary pick for him for good and bad reasons, and the Kiana picked up by Perks, more than likely for Blabber. So this is actually pretty interesting, and this does kind of turn Jarvan's own Cataclysm into his own stun proc that Blabber could just throw FPX's team into. So a little bit of counterplay there. Blabber also with plenty of mobility on the Kiana to get out of that. So there's no one really going to be locked down too easily by the Cataclysm just yet on the side of FPX. The Rakan being brought in. Good little flank engage. Charmer Boy. And he'll fly in, battle dance his way into victory to hopefully set up LWX for some good bullet times. And we will see, because some of these bullet times have felt really lackluster. Next band coming out is going to be the Graves, getting rid of Fudge's opportunity to take that into the top side. Does provide a lot of good damage, a lot of good wave clear. Prio, pretty straightforward because of the range and the wave clear from the Q. So yeah, this is actually pretty good here so far. There's not any too clear advantages, except for like bot side. I know Misfortune early on can have a lot of damage, a lot easier time of trading out damage compared to the Ezreal, who has to hit his Mystic shots and his Essence Flux. So yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting here. TF banned out by C9, getting rid of some of that global pressure that Doinby can put out, and that's going to be the Silas banned out on the side of Doinby, getting rid of one of Perks' seemingly favorite picks. And now what is going to be the other? It's going to be another solo laner, because bot lanes and jungles have been secured in the first half of the draft here. And the Galio. So, getting rid of some of the AoE follow-up from Doinby, a lot of the roaming options from him. And now, yeah, Draco's making the observation that we could have more wombo combo opportunities. Cataclysm into bullet time is a very scary opportunity, and looks like we are going to keep along that trend. Nuggery is going to have his Kennen, which does open up the counter pick for top lane in Fudge's favor. Curious what he might want to take into this one. And it looks like it might be a Rise for Perks, which has had some bans, was banned pretty consistently throughout play-ins, and I think in the earlier games yesterday. So Perks is going to be able to actually have some good AoE, very good mobility, be able to actually get across the map. swiftly, and I don't think there's many other options for Doinb to actually keep up with that global pressure and rotation. And Fudge going to pick up the Camille. So opting in to the counter pick and looking to actually get brought in. And Doinb going to pick up the Malzahar, which I'm trying to recall if he actually played Malzahar at all during summer. I really kind of actually want to look that one up here because he's, what is being pointed out by Draco is a highly mobile. There's a lot of highly mobile characters on the side of C9, and the ultimate out from Malzahar would do a lot of favors for FPX to really lock down a target and get them blown up. Let me see here. Can I actually get Doinb's stats? Not easily enough. All right, so Malzahar, a very interesting pick here. Very low. Should be able to actually get auto prio in mid lane against the Rise. And all Malzahar is really going to want to do is just do nothing. Clear waves. I would like to think Doinb is going to be trying to play around the map and move around the map to use his ultimate to really knock down and break down and get some advantages. Get Nuggery ahead so that the Camille really never comes online and it can actually become a viable split push threat. Get his bot lane ahead so that Misfortune can get a lethality items earlier and just melt all of C9, because C9's tankiest option is going to be pretty much the Leona until there are even more items put on to the Camille. Now, let me get a look here, because I have somehow forgotten something. Nether Grasp. That's the name of the ultimate. The thing is that we've not seen a lot of those successful early ganks out of Jarvan's. It just seems like the priority of the crabs just actually nullify the ability for Jarvan to be able to get out onto the map and get any level 2 cheese. What will be, I'm wondering if we're going to see out of TM what we saw out of Wei, what was it earlier? What we saw earlier in the day where the invade from the enemy jungler just really like scuffed what could be done. Sven and Vulcan actually going to get early on, and here comes the trade out. Zenith's going to be caught in Battle Dance. I'm back on to Sven. I don't think it's going to go in Crisp's favor. Good little Mystic Shot connection on to LWX. So quick, nice early priority for Sven and Vulcan, using that level 1 advantage to get some damage off. A little bit of trade out there. Nuggery gets the electrocution proc off top side. So not really is going to be much going on there top side unless we get some ganks. Sven going to get poked out quite well. And going to be able to get some advantage here. Vulcan with the Q actually to stun up Crisp. And Blabber now. Here's the mobility out from the Kiana. He's going to be able to go over and look into the wave, into the jungle, but I don't think he's going to be able to get much else done. I think he's just going to secure this bot scuttle, let Vulcan and Sven have a lot done, and that's going to be a turret hit onto Vulcan. That's not the best trade there. LWX staying healthy, went longsword 3 pots, and he's got biscuits. Oh, here's gonna be the catch out here. Doinby still marked by that. That's not really going to change much, and that's actually going to get locked up a second time here. That's going to be an execution. It's going to go over to Blabber, and he might actually... Does he have Smite available? He gets the Q off for it and just jumps over, steals it from Tien, and this is a fantastic start for C9. All right, so great advantage, great swing there from C9. Great little gank setup, even with the decent positioning from Doinby. He's going to have to use his teleport to get back into lane. And this is going to put Blabber on quite the fast track to get a lot of work done in this game. Kiana from ahead means that her supreme displays of talent will nuke and destroy anyone that they actually get in contact with. And it doesn't look like... All right, so it looks like teleports have all been used out by all laners except for Nuggery. He got his push in. Looks like Fudge went back to get the Sheen, which should really help out with at least wave management and his trade patterns, if any. I think this top 6 is going to be super passive. It's like a 12 CS lead for Fudge at this time. Yeah, when it comes over, because actually Doinby is going to... Now we're actually going to be... Yeah, so they're highlighting pre-level 6, C9 get their advantage. They've gotten their advantage more or less. And once level 6 comes in, though, it's going to get really weird. Mostly because it's going to be something that feels like, oh, we're going to get CC'd and blown up all the time by this Nether Grasp. So we might all need to get Quicksilver stashes. It looks like they're even early for the Herald spawn. Looks like, yeah, looks like Perk's not able to get the Flux on to Doinby to begin that one. Vulcan and him going to be moving on up here. But that's going to be 3 topside. Tien, Crisp, and Nuggery here at available. They're going to go in there really early. This is actually looking pretty scary here. The Camille quite far away. Perks actually still has Realm Warp available, but they look for play topside. They don't find anything. And now it's time to exit stage right. And here comes the Realm Warp. Doinby, I think you're going to have a problem here, but he's going to connect here. And oh, he's going to get Nethergrass underneath here. And I think Fudge is going to die. Fantastic. Max range Nethergrasser out from Doinby to counter that kill. Fudge, unfortunately, hit the hook shot, tried to get out, but could not manage it. Yeah, actually, that's a good proc there. And now it's actually going to get Nuggery some time topside. So what we're seeing out of C9 looks like what we saw out of Fnatic, actually. Constantly looking for plays in this early game. We're only 7 minutes in. They've already tried to make 2 to 3 plays for just ganks or whatnot with the support with their jungler. So this is not going to be a handshake game by any measure. Okay. I'm doing a lot more listening than talking right now. Gotta play catch up. Blabber could be able to get this started on the Herald while Rebuff secured by Tien. Perks has actually Gonna try to play zone for him. Good little proc there by Doimby, putting out the little minions to block the overload. Fudge about to get caught out here. Level 6 here for Nugri. I think it's going to be a slicing maelstrom. He's going to actually go in. That's a supreme display of talent. It's going to put the jungler against the wall here. Tian's actually going to go in. He's going to flash out. He's going to be alive. Blabber trying to finish off the Herald. He's going to get the smite on, but the fight's still being won here by Ryze and Leona. This front line from, and just even the auto attack damage from Vulcan is massive. Double kill over 2 perks right now. Slicing Maelstrom got used, but it only killed off Fudge. And Fudge is now currently being the sacrificial lamb for his team. Sven doing a similar job bot side here, but it's just giving C9 a lot of opportunity to get a lot of global pressure. Herald Eye picked up by Blabber. He's going to shove in mid and proceed to clear out his jungle. All right, so C9 with the outplay, with the better just fight there. Fudge actually, I think, got a lot of damage out on to Nugri before he could even get too much counter damage. And this is actually gonna be a turnaround here. Perk's gonna actually cleanse off the. I think it got canceled here. The Nethergrass went out, but I don't think it stuck around long enough. And Doimby's gonna die. It's gonna go over to Fudge, which is actually a really good thing to get this man back into the game. And that's gonna be a 3rd kill for Perk. Sven's gonna get dived. And that's going to be actually great. Tower aggro. It's not going to connect all the way. Blabber's look once that he does not have a supreme display of talent, but he has enough jump, dodge, dives, and everything to actually get something done. Gets the flash out from LWX, which is a fantastic summon to get from the immobile AD carry of the Misfortune. And could really set them up for a very one team fight at the Dragon. All right, and there's the Eclipse finished off with that first blood by LWX, going that lethality route we've seen that's oh so popular on the Misfortune. It's very scary. It's very scary and gives some sustain. Yeah, Perks given the agency and really making it happen. And it looks like a lot of those synergies that we were worried about have kind of been resolved here. Now it's do or die for C9, and they're doing a lot here. They are making the plays happen. Not checking over Tian and Chris. There comes the flag and drag into the brush. And this could get scary here. Sven with his Essence Flux, his shift available. And it looks like they're just going to get bodied in there. They're just trade off. And there it is. There's the E out from Sven. Teleport is going to come in here. Fudge is engaged onto Nugri. Slicing Maelstrom is available. Hextech Ultimatum is going to come down here. They need to actually blow him up. He's going to actually flash away just short of the tower. Here comes the Nether Grasp from Perks, but the not enough damage here. It's going to get finished off by Blabber. Here comes the Realm Warp to bring them on over, and Nugri is still going to have to be on the run here, and here comes a Flash E. Stun, double kill over from Blabber, and these synergies from Perks and Blabber are on point. These guys are going in and out. Fudge, unfortunately, getting his 3rd death, but he is setting his boys up to make some good plays here and get some work done. The tower up top is going to get a lot of damage on it, while LWX is trying to get some counter damage on this bot side turret. But that's all. Oh, Tian's actually trying to go in here. Vulcan's going to get on top. It's going to actually get secured, but I don't think Tian's going to be able to make it out. Flag and drag over, and it's going to be chased down. This tactical sweep's going to come through, and the proc with the Divine Sunder completed onto Fudge, and that is looking really good here. This is looking like LPL. Like, it looks like C9 have been watching LPL in their time up to this tournament, because they are actually fighting FPX out. And I don't like this Malzahar pick for Doimby. The agency is just not there, and the damage onto him. He needs items if that Nethergrass is going to 100-0. Even just a slightly, bruisery character like the Camille. All right, yep, and he just goes in on this, gets the knockoff, and goes right on in. The Slicing Maelstrom comes out, and he's going to be able to actually get a lot of the damage on. Doimby actually comes in to finish off the situation, but Nugri has to keep himself at arm's length while Blabber's coming up from river. True Sharp Barrage doesn't catch anything, but they just dash in, catch Doimby, and I love this Realm Warp play. So Blabber and This combo is quite set and secure. This is a lock you down, kill you forever crew. Look at that. 2K gold lead for Perks right now. 3,000 gold lead for them. One turret up. And this QSS tax is going to go away here. QSS now picked up by Sven, by Perks, and on the way for Fudge. So this tax is supposed to set like an entire team behind by like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1,300. You do the math. I don't care. What's that? 6,500, right? Yeah, 6,500. So meant to provide like a 6,500 sort of gold lead. Is not actually playing through like it needs to. Vulcan gonna almost die to the turret there, and I think they're gonna want to play with this actually. That is stun. Oh, stun secured. Blabber is gonna flash out. Doesn't even get the damage off from the Cataclysm. Gonna put out the Supreme Display of Talent just to disengage. So a little bit of an overstep there by Vulcan. Maybe could have had been more, had more of a potential to get a fight going or win a fight. Now Crisp getting caught out here. Doesn't get the stun off. You have to dodge and weave. I think they saw that Squire's Bloomer. Sven's about to get surrounded. He's going to get charmed up here. He eased out, but he still has his flash available. Oh, and he's going to trade over the wall, but he's going to get finished off by Doinby. No nether grasp required. So Sven just gets surrounded. Blabber, I think, kind of baited him into that horrible position. And Vulcan died somewhere as well. Alright, so FPX finally getting some kickback here. Again, be able to get themselves actually a turret advantage. Perks pushing top side, not much to punish him right now. Alright, and there's going to be the finish up there. He's going to realm warp himself out. Almost didn't get the finish off there. Alright, so plays coming up here. Minute 30 till next Drake. Bot side jungles are available. This is where this feels, it's actually where it gets a little interesting. Solar Flare connects right onto Nuggery. They actually catch him. Oh, this is where Vulcan dies. And Nuggery actually gets away with it. So that is not what you want there. That is good turn, good play, good opportunity, but not enough damage to blow up Nuggery. Fortunately, homie's a little too thick for that to work. I feel like Perks could have actually chased that and like killed him, but in any case, trying to keep that shutdown gold on him and not in the enemy's pocket. And a good 7,000, yeah, good 700 shutdown gold if you can get the jungler and mid lane of Cloud9. So they have completed, what is that? Oh, Merc Tread. So Camille with the Merc Treads only. Iron and Blitz of Lucidity and a Triforce for Zen. I feel like he was the first one to actually put out the Triforce back in play-ins. Tian's going to be able to actually get work done here on this second Herald, which may actually help FPX start to swing the map pressure, map control, and gold back in their favor. They're actually going to keep themselves ahead of pace, or at least ahead of C9 on pace for the collection of these turrets. And all right, so there's the counterplay cross map. Perks and Fudge getting work done on this bot side. Well, all right. So the other cross map play after getting that tower to keep the tower gold even. Teleport coming in from Perks, just going to catch that top side wave. They're going to secure their first Drake. It's going to be a Cloud Soul, Cloud Rift. Does provide a lot more engage options, a lot more mobility for either team, more or less. The Charmed and the Nether Grasp. I don't think it's going to end up putting the Nether Grasp at such a low cooldown that it will actually outpace the QSSs. But I think it'll definitely be good for Crisp and LWX and company. And not much else for like C9 to really do right now. I feel like the scaling is kind of in favor of maybe Fudge. Kind of in favor of C9. Because their Teamfight Wombo combo is just going to get more and more potent. The amount of just, even just sort of minimal or non-committal abilities to be provided by the team is pretty high. It's pretty scary. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be looking at is just some team fight, but it's not clear what like objective it's going to be around. Dragon's not going to be up for another 3 minutes. Either team can kind of ignore that and go elsewhere. 40 seconds till Baron arrives because, you know, we're 19 minutes into this game. We've had a lull stay for a while here. I think C9 are just happy to play scale. It's actually a very interesting mix of damage that FPX has. I'm not sure what Sven's going to go in for his third item here. We've usually seen Frozen Heart, but I don't know if that's going to be exactly what he wants. I would think the QSS would be the better pick, but I guess they're just sort of anticipating that he's not, like, Doinby's never going to have access to Sven, which seems like proper and a good front-to-back team fight with best positioning for everyone. But yeah, right now, Baron spawn, and I'm not really entirely sure what the next major play is going to be here. C9 going to clear out vision here on topside jungle around the Baron. I think maybe trying to find themselves a pick of some kind, because a pick basically just means that they're off to the races, and the damage coming out from Fudge, Blabber, Sven, and Perks will melt that Baron with great speed. And it looks like, yeah, there's not too much else going on here. 2 bot side. Fudge going to catch the wave, getting pushed out. And it looks like Tien's just playing bodyguard for Kennen. All right, chain trait of sides of the map right now. So each team is just picking a side of the map and kind of rotating it each time around. Top side River is now in control of FPX, when it was in control of C9 a minute ago. And C9 still just pushing very passively, not a lot going through. Blabber about to put himself in danger. And funny enough, Vulcan, not even aware of the word that he's on top of right now. His scanner's available, but they are. That is not okay. That is 2 wards ready, right there in front of them. Being able to catch that one out. He's gonna exit stage left with his hook shot. So right now, not a lot of great differences here. 30 CS in the advantage of Perks right now, but the kill advantage is quite even. And I think they're gonna start this Baron. I think they're trying to bait in FPX to actually come on over here. The Cloud Drake is up. Fudge is backed. He's got his teleport available. But they're gonna have to catch mid lane. So kind of there's not a lot of there's not a lot of decisive calls going on here. That's gonna be a major thing there. And so okay, so Second Drake is gonna be secured by FPX. Cloud, only just the second Cloud Drake. It's not really going to do too much for anyone. Just a little bit of movement. Might be able to run somewhere faster. Alright, so let's start looking at this item completion here. Because right now, Sven has actually finished up his 2 items. Perks is actually starting to get his 3rd item being built. He's just going to leave that Quicksilver stash there for probably the remainder of the game. I don't clearly recall what that item builds into. Oh, that's tragic. Let's see. So Mercurial Scimitar, and yeah, there was an item added in that actually it built into the Silvermere Dawn, which is another bruiser item for magic resist, health, and attack damage. So yeah, not a lot of opportunities or options for perks to build that Quicksilver Stash into a fully completed item. So we could have some very butchered builds. Blabber, Vulcan, and company trying to contest. Is going to be able to secure the execute and the smite on this Kiana is pretty nutty. And now here comes the... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fudge is aware, trying to get away from Negri. Going to settle for the... Nope, he's going to leave the crab alone. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, classic baiting options there to decide, or at least get them into a trying to create lose-lose situations. This is right now. This game is quite in a massive lull state. We've been hanging out for like 5+ minutes, and I think Perks is finally gonna get caught up. Quicksilver Session is gonna come through. There comes the cleanse, and he's gonna get the good flash predict from Crisp with the battle dance. Here comes the Cataclysm. That's a lot of ults actually get the man down. And I'm not sure what the counterplay is going to be here for C9. Fudge has kept his teleport. He's going to keep pushing bot side, but C9 I think are going to have to back up to find themselves a point of defense. Alright, and here begins the Baron for FPX. This is where the whole game may actually like resolve. Good little oh, there's going to be... And Supreme Display of Town doesn't catch anything here. Blabber's going in, and that's actually going to be a catch out. Solarfred's going to come down as well here. Exhaust on to Sven, but he's going to be able to get out from Kennen. Doinby has gone down. The Slicing Maelstrom did proc, but it didn't actually get anything done here. Now Sven is going off. He's going to be able to get a third. Nope, it's going to be secured by Fudge. That's 3 dead on the side of FPX. Supreme Display of Talent did not really look like it locked down anyone, but it definitely got them scared and allowed them to isolate some people. And Nuggery tries to go in, tries to get something off there with the Slicing Maelstrom, but it is just not going to work. And C9 win the fight. They're going to secure Baron here at 26.5 minutes in. And there's the jump back up. See, they were actually holding an advantage, and then they had a drop off and then a secure. All right, Supreme Display of Talent's going to come through. It doesn't really catch one. Might have damaged TM, but this Baron is just doing so much work here. They stun up Nuggery. His Slicing Maelstrom's coming through here, and Fudge just isolates him, tries to lock him down here, but he just gets so much of his ult spent doing nothing, not really hitting anyone of important, which would just be Zen. He's the main damage, and because Fudge can take quite a bit of that, and Vulcan, if he dies in the fight, that's fine, as long as he gets the engage off. He's put out his batch of CC, and now here comes another fight. I think here less than 40 seconds till this Cloud Drake comes up. This will put FPX on soul point. What will C9 actually prioritize though? Oh yeah, that's what FPX did. Pin themselves in there, and the Baron just gets so much damage and work done. Perks, I don't think you're going to have much trouble. Here comes the Storm. He's going to be brought down to half health. Major damage here. Perk's going to actually get some return, but not too much effect here. Fudge, going to try to actually get some damage onto the turrets. Oh, Tien actually cheekily catches that one, and Nuggery's gonna be able to get this as well. So the simple pick from FPX sets the entire play. Oh boy. Perks with teleport. Nuguri trying to run away. Alrighty, so that play is not going to happen. But yeah, the single pick by FPX onto Perks kind of actually ruins the majority of C9's Baron buff. He's back up right now. They've got less than a minute. He's finished his Rabadon's death cap. He is going to start destroying people. He's going to start blowing people up here. 3 items completed. He's got a Everfrost into the Rune Prison. And no one's going to be able to actually walk away alive if they come face to face with Perks. All right. Meanwhile, Frozen Art actually completed by Sven, so he's not going to be worried too much about the bullet time from LWX. His main priority is going to be, frankly, just Doinby and Nuguri, avoiding them, which a bit of simple mobility out from Nuguri should be plenty enough. 20 seconds left. Yeah, they're just going to be able to get a little bit more priority here, like in bot lane, maybe a bit mid, but otherwise not too much happening. Like both teams trying to play the better macro game, it looks like. Trying to get themselves visual control and really deny opportunity and options. And that's 3. That's 4 showing FPX side. So everyone's come bot side. Perks with teleport available in case anyone wants to try any trouble, but he's going to be allowed to keep pushing this top wave while FPX have kind of overcommitted their resources to mid and bot. Red buff has been started. Yeah, that's going to be the main requirement for Nuguri in this game. Can he actually get the flank onto Perks, onto Blabber, onto Vouch? Because they're all going to blow up super fast in this game or in these fights. I just don't think we're going to have any fights anytime soon. Like, this game just feels like it's going to be really paced out. They're looking for all their item breakpoints. I think going to go for the Mercurial Scimitar for Sven next. He's got his Longsword, Quicksilver Sash. That's 4 Quicksilver Sashes. Like, the only target now for Doinby to really go for it and to actually get maybe some use out of his ult is going to be onto Vulcan. And that's because he's support and he's naturally way behind the gold collection. Perks, going to have to run away. Teleport going out by Fudge, trying to catch on. Oh, Blabber is blown up and destroyed by Nuguri. Fudge trying to actually get the catch onto that. Vulcan trying to get there to help out. The shield's going to come through. The cleanse is going to go out and away. And I think Nuguri is not going to really have a chance. The assist's going to come out. He just puts out his Luck of the Iron Solari to grab that assist kill. Yeah, I don't think Blabber was aware that that could happen. Good little Everfrost proc. Here comes the charm. Oh, he dodges the knock. He's going to be able to actually round warp away. Crisp is still here, but I don't think Crisp wants this fight. Sights come through. Perks trying to just run straight through. It does not matter. He's going to actually get the root off. He's going to stop the charge, but the overroot life is going to go backwards, and he's going to actually blow him up. Chris steals the kill from LWX, which is actually pure and proper and perfectly fine. This may very well lead to them securing the Cloud Soul. I guess we're going to have to see if C9 care. But I would not expect, if they don't care about this Cloud Drake, it would be pretty okay with me. Baron is about to be up in 15 seconds, and that's the bigger prize. And FPX know that. Vulcan cleared out some of the vision and placed some vision of his own. And Baron, okay. Yep, that should be their main focus right now. Yeah, death cap on Kennen would be everything. He's about to hit that 300 CS mark. We're 33 minutes into the game, and Soul is about to get caught up. Still pretty much good in that timing. Not taking too long on either. But C9 have actually gotten priority, and they're going to be able to grab this Cloud Drake with what doesn't look like a lot of trade for map control by FPX. They're going to be able to get the initial shove onto mid, but I don't think they're going to be able to actually get that far, like in the awkward enough position to where C9 have to take the long way around. Here's that wave. True Shot Barrage comes through, and most of that turret pressure is gone. This mid tier 2 is less than half now. Alrighty, let's look at the power levels right now. Level 18 on all solo laners except for Doinby. Level 17 for LWX to level 16 on Sven. 4 items completed for LWX. 3.5 completed for Sven. Oh, and it's going to be a catch on. Perk is going to get blown up there. Finished off by LWX. He's 2 kills up. Blabber sees the option. Sven, here and available. Hex flash over. Supreme Display of Talent is going to catch nothing. Yeah, Cloud9 have run out of options or ability to delay that fight. Vulcan still with his Solar Flare, and Fudge still with his Hextech Ultimatum. And Fudge cross map. He does not have teleport. I think they're just going to give up this Baron. Yeah, I think C9 are just going to give up this Baron and look for the next play that they can make. Their 5k goalie is going to get cut down a bit. And now it's time for them to, I guess, try to decide and make plays for what's going to run this. 3,000 goal lead for Cloud9 right now, but that's not going to do for much longer. There's still, what is it? Still turret sitting bot side, the tier 2, mid, and top. And then, yeah. Hoi, hoi. Actually, that's only going to catch on the Blabber. Fudge going to have to run away. The scanner coming out here, and Fudge about to be in some trouble. Is going to get the line hook shot. Blue Trinket out to catch. All right. Hard step forward here. Baron's still alive. They got a minute and 30 left to get more work done here. Inhibitor's going to be taken down, and the inhibitor is going to be rattled as well. Now Sven and company are going to try to actually clear this one out. Perk's actually going to get a turret trait as well. Bulltime's going to come through. Blabber's going to be brought down to nothing here, but it's going to be in the middle of that, and it's going to be a jump onto it. Blabber trying to get something done here for him to play spray of talents, but that's still 4 alive on the side of it. Perk's trying to actually like base race them, but I don't think it's going to be the best call here, and that next is going to go down here. FPX are going to get their win. And that is a kind of a heartbreaker there for North America.